Yeah, Chihiro.
Danganronpa.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, right, he wants us to go in here. No point in checking. We need to find real clues. Yeah, Or, no, yeah. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library? Don't make me say it again. Okay, fine. We'll go in here. Remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here? It'll all make sense once you are inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files! And so much dust, too.
In other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Alright. What do you got for me in here, boy? It's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, eh? Oh, it's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
what?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Yay! Kuma coins! Shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library and won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to its shelf. What are these things? These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean, like, members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. That was a voice crack. There's even a surveillance camera in here. Well, of course there is. But there's no TV. Pay attention to your friend and you'll sure discover something of value for yourself. Behind him. There's a ton of thick files stuffed in the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of things you'd expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps, the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple, you know, those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is beyond your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You saying you read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. And to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing, or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports, and among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talks, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. By the way, I did change the roulette rules. You have to wait 60 seconds before you can do a new roulette table. That is all. Save you a surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. Hello, Mankeys. What is up, my friend? The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Yeah. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal Finnish killer really is walking around among us.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be a good idea for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Okay. Probably have to do it here because there's light. No. Okay, how do you expect me to go through? Unless, am I holding on to it? Broken ebook, main home, card reader, Mondo's account, Sakura's account. Do I have to talk to him again then? Byakuya, about the Genocide case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Oh my god, they used scissors? Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsu, I'm not gonna remember. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. At the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. He looks so fucking shocked. profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holiday in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness had never come forward, it's unlikely there were any external reasons for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from a dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon, huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait, Byakuya! Why are we following him? He's an asshole. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. No, you cannot change the main character's name. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as Yasmin joined him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. That meteor's fiend is one of us! But who is it? I have to find out who, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene. I should check out the boys' room, too. You know, this might have come up with some useful information. So I gotta go talk to everybody. Yeet. Oh, I'm sure it's great. I get to hurt my throat, you guys get the story. That still looks more like a pig than a bear. Alright. Any Kuma coins? Nope. I mean, you might as well check. Especially now that I figured I can just hold down control and just fly through the text. I did the very first day I played this. And it sucked because I had a meeting. Oh, that was my bad. But other than that, no. My voice has gotten stronger, and actually I kind of need it to get stronger. Because I'm actually expected to lead in fucking meetings. So, I need to be more confident. And this actually really helps. So, and unfortunately with Final Fantasy, after 9, all the Final Fantasies should be fully voice acted. I'm an incredibly shy individual. I just start screaming, yes. Exactly. Wait, this is where I want to be. I can't leave here, fuck. Alright, Hifumi. Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit!
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me! Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Yes, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? Alright, to the boys' room. That is a walrus. No, he's a piggy. He's actually been called a piggy, and he oinked for us. They changed yaoi posters. Oh, this poster. It's a popular boy band named Tornado. Something doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. He did oink. I mean, he was yelled at quite a lot by a girl. She called him she called him her piggy, and he oinked and left. You know, the normal type of things you would expect. Wait, what? There's more evidence in here. Uh-huh. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Now can I leave? Yes. Oh, the body's still there. Dude, had a real complex being weak. Yeah, we already talked to you. You got anything new for me? Kyoko, have you made any progress on the investigation? Generally speaking, but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
Wow.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murderer.
So
But
then.
before I let you go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. That Kyoko turned and left. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And her handbook's missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Okay, Chihiro. What the fuck? Mankeys? Let's see. Yes. You got anything else to say to me, Ogre? Oh, she's angry. Alright, let's examine the body. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time? I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. She had her hand bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all! But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal blow was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended, and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. Seeing the again, after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend it. There's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. And it's Blunt's aid poster. But wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... Ah, they switched posters! Which means she didn't die in here. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Who knows the locker rooms? Mondo? No. Do you know about the locker rooms?
Of course.
Ah, I've used it near... Oh, hold on. Can I... How do I go back in conversation? Ah, how do I go back in conversation? Oh. Nope. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boy and girl locker room could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein in coffee? We have protein coffee? Yay! What's up, Tara? In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the coffee in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? Aha. Which means Chihiro didn't die in here. The real stream starts later. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. He has nothing else to say, so we need to go visit that place. But we also need to go talk to them. Does the game wait for me to actually, like, find all the evidence before they, proceed? Or will it automatically kick me forward after a certain amount of time? Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Probably waits, right? Like, I don't want to, like, I want to get all the important evidence first, but at the same time, I don't want to miss out on something else. Junko Leon and Sayaka's handbooks. Looks like handbooks and any dead students are brought here. Only lending. There's no problem with borrowing, but what about stealing? His eyes are red, he is the murderer. No. Hey Makoto, what's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Well, that's definitely not suspicious or anything. Prosecute him. Well, the way you're talking, you might mean persecute. Anything in here? Didn't think so. Moving along, wrong way. No one's gonna be in the classrooms. Welcome to Despair Hotel. Is anyone eating? Hey, Aoi. Or Hina. How's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was one of her big regrets. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was always trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true, and it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but be totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of a girl. Fucking Hina. You are not the sharpest tool in the shed. Or the brightest crayon in the light bulb box. Come on, I was trying to drink. Why can't I do it all one-handed? Why is my voice cracking? Okay, so we want to talk to Celeste. Check out Toko. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might distract you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something? Very well, I will tell you, and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really? This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag. Celeste said she saw Chihiro Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Oh my god, now we gotta go find that. She myrtle and took drugs. I'm pretty sure she didn't myrtle. I've got about 2 suspicions on who the killer is. Toko's room, we should probably just leave her alone for now. Okay. I can't wait to see what the murderer is going to be. Trash room, dump. Okay, can't get inside. Nobody left who could do what Leon could do. Yeah, you got that right. So am I gonna have to go on like a huge hunt to find that fucking duffel bag? I've actually got several suspicions actually right now what's going on. Well, the game is really pushing for it to be Toko, what with the huge... they're really pushing Toko because of her disassociativeness and weirdness. But I think it's Byakuya right now who's also, dropping hints of evidence to push you onto Toko. Also, I think Chihiro's actually a boy. No one's gonna spoil anything. Tara knows she's gonna get banned and not told when I stream, otherwise. She's not rude. No, I don't care about that. I don't want a bag. Where the fuck would I be? Actually, I think I know where the bag might be. Yes, everyone is a murderer. I always go past it. No, the murderous mastermind behind this would just kill everybody because he likes murder. Unfortunately, that's not how this game works. Aw, shoot. Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers? Guess not. Damn. If I was gonna get rid of something, I'd throw it in the water or throw it into that locker. Darn. Oh, it was a good guess. No, if you think about that, Tade, everyone stabs the person to their right. Once you get around that circle, everyone's been stabbed. Nobody gets out. Yeah, one person stabs to the right, that person stabs to their right, who stabs to their right, who stabs to their right, who stabs to their right. Whoa, one person gets stabbed by everybody. Oh, I see. Stain, yes. Okay, yeah, you have nothing for me. Wait. I know where I would hide that. If you stab somebody in track clothes, I would throw it in the laundry room. Duh. Oh, let's see if any of these washing machines have anything. I will go meticulously through everything. Who the fuck is John? Not this time. The last one did have a quarter in it once. I was wrong, it was not in there. Is it in the bath?